Do you feel awesome?
I love you, Simon.
I love you, Gunter.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 times Adventure Time tackled serious issues.
This is a lot darker than I remember.
For this list, we're looking at the best moments that deal with emotional or tough situations. Keep in mind, there will be some spoilers ahead. Are we missing any of your favorites? Let us know in the comments. Number 10, Jake becomes a parent.
Be careful.
Things get a bit out of hand after the birth of Jake and Lady Rainicorn's children. He becomes overly anxious about their safety, and he definitely has his hands full raising all 5 of those little cuties. He is absolutely exhausted and constantly paranoid.
Kind of like a dead person. They're just asleep. It's okay.
In the end, Jake realizes that he can't protect them from everything, and they need to have a chance to learn for themselves. He may have overreacted, but it was all because he cares so much for the pups. And who could blame him for being nervous? There are few things more intimidating than being a first-time parent.
And I'm duper sorry, too. I've been trying to make you know about safety without actually learning about safety the way I did.
Number 9, Finn's absent father.
He looks just like you. Man, look at his clothes. Daddy! Whoop!
Unfortunately, not everyone in the Land of Ooh is as worried about being as good a dad as Jake is. Finn was adopted when he was just a baby, and he never had a relationship with his father. So he's hopeful after it's revealed that his dad's still alive. When he finally meets him, it's disappointing to say the least.
We don't have a star skipper.
Also, Finn's your son.
What? No star skipper.
It turns out Martin is actually kind of a jerk. He shows little interest in his son and acts selfishly. It's painful watching Finn get brushed aside, but the whole experience eventually helps him mature and come to terms with Martin's behavior.
It'll be okay, dude.
Number 8, Ice King's misogyny.
Ice King!
What?
Why are you keeping these girls prisoners, jerk?
You don't understand. I collect princesses because I want to marry one.
If you know anything about the Ice King, you'll know how obsessed he is with princesses. He desperately wants one to marry him. In his eyes, they're all just potential wives. He tries crazy tactics to try to get them to fall in love, including kidnapping.
They don't want to be here.
Of course they do. I would have killed them already if they didn't want to be here. Right, ladies?
These things obviously don't work because these ladies don't want to be treated like objects. The episode Prisoners of Love sends a clear message that women should never have to tolerate that kind of behavior. It's also great to see Finn and Jake act so chivalrously and set a good example.
But you've got to get it in your head, man! Putting princesses in jail is wrong! Ah!
Number 7, Marceline and her mother.
BMO, pause slideshow!
This one will hit you right in the feels. Marceline's father may be a demon lord, but her mother was just a normal human. The two were split up when she was just a little girl. Even after roughly 1,000 years, Marcy still misses her mom.
And that's a story of how I met your dad.
While they didn't get to share much time together, it's obvious Elise loved her daughter more than anything. It's just plain heartbreaking that Marceline had to lose her mother so early. There really is nothing that can compare to the love between a mother and her child.
When you finally find it, you'll see how it's faded. The underside is lighter when you turn it around.
Number 6, Marceline and Princess Bubblegums fight. We've all been there before. Feeling like you're unwanted or unloved by your friends can be so frustrating.
Why do I want to?
Marceline gets fed up and expresses all these emotions with a song that calls out PB. Finn tries to mediate between the two of them, but it doesn't work so well.
Princess! Princess, wait!
Whatever. I'm out of here too.
Marceline lets her insecurities about not being enough get the best of her. Thankfully, though, everyone is all still friends at the end of the day. This is a great reminder to tell your friends how you feel before it starts to boil over.
I'll kill you!
Number 5, Cherry Cream Soda's grief.
Root beer guy!
Losing a loved one is always a difficult experience, and this episode explores how those emotions can impact one's life. After the death of her husband, Cherry Cream Soda struggles with moving on and has nightmares about the tragedy.
I love you, baby, but isn't there an expiration date to this grieving thing?
I don't think it works that way.
She eventually finds a new marriage with Starchy. However, her persistent sadness causes tensions between the two of them. She realizes she needs closure and takes it into her own hands. This story ends with a silly and unexpected twist, but it still teaches an important lesson about loss and independence.
I don't want to be with either of you.
What?
Number 4. Finn's crush on Princess Bubblegum. Crushing on someone is tough, but crushing on your friend who doesn't feel the same way is just brutal. It's not a secret that Finn has a thing for PB, but eventually he moves on and develops feelings for Flame Princess.
Dude, I think I have a crush.
When PB tries to explain why his new relationship is dangerous, he takes it the wrong way. Still a little hurt from his unrequited affections, Finn is furious because he thinks she's playing with his emotions.
So, I'm glad you understand why you can't be with Flame Princess.
Bubblegum, I can't do this anymore!
What?
This dicey love triangle demonstrates the awkward ways friendships can get messed up when romantic feelings get involved.
Well, I'm done! I'm done.
Number 3. Princess Cookie's mental health.
I'm about to flip out, man. And take that crown!
Mental illness is never an easy subject to deal with, but Adventure Time handles it well. The comedic relief blended into these moments lightens the tone while still retaining the message. When Cookie feels like he'll never achieve his dream of becoming a princess, he begins to spiral. He can't handle it and takes some drastic actions.
Princess!
Fortunately, he survives the ordeal and is able to recover. He also receives treatment at the Candy Kingdom Mental Hospital. Even if you feel like you've run out of options, this tale serves as an important reminder that there is always help available. Number 2. Finn's disability. After Finn loses his favorite arm, he faces a whole new type of challenge. Everyday tasks have suddenly turned into huge obstacles.
Thanks a lot, Dad!
He struggles to retain his usual optimism and gets irritated trying to adapt. Finn becomes so upset that we see a side of him that doesn't show up often. His frustration about his situation, combined with his resentment towards his father, makes him vengeful and irrational.
My favorite arm.
The bright side is that he still has his awesome friends by his side to help him adjust.
I figured you'd thank me later after you learned your lesson.
This episode does a great job of showing how a disability can change your life and the emotions that come with the adjustments. Before we unveil our top pick, here are some honorable mentions. BMO's brother Amo. This little robot was only ever designed to receive love, not give it.
People in my life don't love me. I'll obliterate y'all.
Finn goes mad. Sometimes helping others can come at a cost.
I'm too dangerous to be around.
What are you doing?
Take them far away, Barbar.
Leave me!
Leave me.
Lumpy Space Princess and Johnny. What if you could rid yourself of the memories of someone you love?
It's his face, but on your body. Oh no!
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Marceline and Ice King's backstory.
Man, this is a boring movie. I like the book much better.
You might want to grab some tissues for this one. Long before the Ice King was driven mad by the power of his crown, he was a normal man named Simon Petrikov. He also became responsible for little 7-year-old Marceline. Together, they braved the wasteland that was left after the Mushroom War. Simon loved Marcy like she was his own daughter, but his transformation into the Ice King forced them apart.
I love you, Simon.
I love you, Gunter.
The most heartbreaking part of it all is that he can't remember a thing about the time they shared.
Marceline, keep telling these chump stories while I score a bunch of baskets.
Okay.
Their tale is an important one that will remind you to appreciate the people closest to you while you still can. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.